So guys, in continuation, suppose we have a question like this, which is 1 1. Let's say you have 0 1 1, then point. Let's say we now have 1 1 0 1 in base 2. Now it's in decimal. So this is where they could just catch you when it comes to when it comes to computer based test exam. So now considering this, how will you go about how will you go about this? So it's not something that is really hard. You know, if I decide to write a number like 48, do you know that there's something missing here? If I ask you where's the decimal point situated in this 48, is it here? No. Is it here? No. There's an invisible decimal point here, which is point 0. Now, whenever you write 1, 1 is not standing, that's 1.0. So there is a decimal point around here. So even though by writing this 101, there's a decimal point here. So we started our operation from 0 1 2 from this position immediately after this decimal point. So the same thing applicable here. If you have your decimal point here, you will start your operation from here by saying this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So do your standard logic. So that's how it works. So remember on the number line, whenever you draw a number line, if this is 0 and this is 1, sorry, this is 1 and this is 2. So automatically speaking, the left part is -1 and -2. So here in this case is the other way around. So when you have 0 1 2 3 in this case, you should have what? -1, okay, -2, -3, and -4 in this case. This is for -1, this is for -2, -3, -1, -4. So when you have this, so all you need to do now is to start with your operations by saying, okay, this is 1 times 2 raised to the power of 4 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power of 3 plus, I already told you that this will not be considered as 0. The next one here is what? 1 times 2 raised to the power of 1 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power of 0. The next thing is plus this now that I'm having here is 1 times 2 raised to the power of -1 plus 1 times 2 is power -2. So permit me to put this in a bracket. So when you put this in a bracket, then these two in a bracket, then you go ahead and say, okay, this is 1 times 2 is power minus. Okay, this is not considered, just I go with -4. So therefore, this 2 is to the power of 4 gives us 8. You need to be familiar with that. You guys are not using calculators. So 2 is power of 4 is 2 is power of 4 is 16. And 2 is power of 3 is 8. So take note of that. This is 8. 2 is power of 1 is 2 times 1, that's 2. This one is 1. And you see this. This is 1 times 2 is power of -1. This -1 in indices, from indices, 2 is power of -1 simply implies that this negative index, this power that you see that is minus, implies 1 over. Whenever you see a power with a negative sign, that's 1 over. So I have 2 and this power left, that's 2 is power of 1. So here in this case, I will end up having this minus as 1 over, then I have 2 is to the power of 1 left. So here in this case, 1 times this will give us this. Now, this negative sign you're seeing here simply means 1 over. What do you have left? 2 is to the power of 2. Do you understand that logic? Here in this case also, this minus here means 1 over. Then I will end up having 2 is to the power of what? 4. So by the time we sum this up together, 16 plus 8. So you should know, to make it very, very fast, you guys are not using calculator, that will be 8 plus 2, 10 plus 1. That will give us 11. 11 plus 16, that is 27. So that's 27 plus, this is 1 over 2, 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over what? This is 2 is power of 4, that is 16. So when you find the LCM, or you do it the other way around, you want it 16. SM is 16, so it will not be preferably. It's not going to make sense if you do it this way. No. That will just be 27 plus. Just try to do this. This one will give us what? SM is 16. 2 is 16, that's 8. We should know how to do that. This is 4 and this is 1. So that's 27 plus. This is 8 plus 4 plus 1. 8 plus 4, that is 12 plus 1, that is 13 over 16. So I'm very sure that by the time you sum this up, this is just very, very straightforward. So all you just need to do is that instead of finding the LCM with this, just write this is 27 whole number 13 over 16. That's all. In base what? In base 10. In base 10. So you can decide to multiply this together, then add it with this. That will be 445 over 16 in base 10. So this gives the final result to this. But just take note when it comes to positive TM question, even though you see any question, it will not be um too large like this. You won't get a bigger number like this. They'll give you a very small number, like just 1.01 or 11.01. So just a smaller value so that you can easily detect whatever your final answer is. You guys are not using calculator and it's under time pressure. So not that you end up multiplying bigger numbers together then. So do your standard logic. So that's just understand the pattern. This how it works. Okay.